you receive this message. "Hey, we're nearby. Can I drop by real quick?" And suddenly, panic takes over. You look around and your house looks like it's been hit by a hurricane. Clothes on the sofa, crumbs on the floor, the bathroom. Better not even look. But you also don't want to cancel the visit. So what do? What if I told you there are 9 simple tricks that can get your house ready in less than 30 minutes, making it look like you're always prepared for visitors, without hours of cleaning, without stress, just prioritizing intelligently and using what you already have to make a good impression? In this video, I'll show you the best quick cleaning tricks for when someone announces they're coming to visit. This way you won't panic, but open the door with a smile. We'll talk about the most important areas that make all the difference, about scents that create a pleasant environment in seconds, and about a trick that makes your bathroom always look clean, even when you're in a hurry. Stay until the end, because trick number 9 is a real game changer that you'll never want to stop using when someone shows up at your door. Trick 1. Focus area. The first thing visitors see. When time is short, you need to prioritize intelligently. And the most important thing is the first impression. This means focus on the area your visitor will see first, usually the entrance or living room. There's no point in tidying the bedroom if your guest will never go in there. Imagine someone entering through the door. What does this person see first? That's where your focus area is. The hallway, the shoe area, maybe a glimpse of the living room. These are exactly the areas that need to look organized in record time. Get a basket or large bag and collect everything that's out of place. Coats, letters, shoes, children's toys. You'll be surprised how organized an environment looks when there aren't small things scattered around. After that, clear the surfaces, tables, sideboards, dressers. What doesn't belong there goes in the bag or straight to a closet. Now wipe down the visible surfaces, especially where light hits. You don't need perfection, you need effect. And that's what you get with a visually organized environment where the main surfaces are empty, clean, and calm. What's the benefit? Your visitor enters and immediately thinks, "Wow, how organized it is here." Even though you know chaos awaits behind the room door, first impression is what counts. You can feel more relaxed because you know you achieved maximum effect with minimum effort, and this gives you time to focus on the rest or simply take a deep breath. Trick 2. Lightning bathroom. Fresh in 5 minutes. There's one room that says more about your house than any other, and that's the bathroom. Seriously, if your visitor uses the bathroom and finds hair in the sink, toothpaste residue, or an empty toilet paper holder, goodbye good impression. That's why the bathroom needs attention right now. Here's the process. Go in and take a quick look. Everything that looks messy, remove it. Get a damp cloth or cleaning wipe and first clean the sink and faucets. If you don't have time to do it properly, make it visibly clean. Make the faucet shine, clean splashes, lower the toilet seat. Then check the toilet. You don't need a deep clean. If it looks normal, great. If not, cleaning product and brush, done. The important thing is that it looks clean. Then take another cloth and wipe the mirror, because fingerprints and toothpaste stains are noticed immediately. A clean mirror immediately gives the feeling cleanliness is maintained here. Now comes the most important trick, smell. Let cold water run with a drop of essential oil, like lemon or mint, or use a gentle spray, and suddenly the environment doesn't just look clean, but also fresh. And if you still have 30 seconds, fold the towel nicely or change it to a clean one. This small visual detail works wonders. Why is this so effective? Because the bathroom is considered intimate space. If it looks organized there, your visitor automatically thinks the rest of the house is also well cared for. And this gives you a huge confidence bonus, even if you just ran through the mess in sweatpants with your hair tied up. Trick 3. The shock effect of sofa cushions. Imagine your visitor entering the living room and the first thing they see is a wrinkled sofa with crooked cushions and a blanket that looks like someone just slept on it. Even if the environment is clean, it looks sloppy. But don't worry, this trick brings back the wow effect in seconds. The secret is in the visual. Our brain first scans what looks symmetrical and organized. And that's exactly what you achieve with just 3 steps. First, shake all the cushions hard. This restores volume and makes them inviting. Second, arrange them again, preferably symmetrically. One cushion on the left, another on the right, or in a uniform arrangement. And third, take the blanket, fold it neatly, and place it over the sofa arm or in a small basket nearby. Done. You'll be surprised. In less than a minute, your sofa looks like it came out of a decorating magazine. And the best part, the entire environment looks tidy, even though you haven't changed anything else. Extra tip. If you have a few more seconds, use a lint roller or damp cloth and quickly wipe the seat, especially if you have pets. This gives the final touch. And if you're smart, place a scented candle or fresh flower arrangement on the coffee table. This signals someone who cares lives here. What does this bring you? You don't need a major cleaning operation, just a quick and targeted beautification. And this gives your visitor the immediate feeling, here it's organized, cozy, and well cared for. Before we continue with the next trick, if you like these tips so far and think, this is exactly what I need more often, then click subscribe now and activate the bell. Here you regularly receive simple, quick, and super effective tips to keep your house in order, even in stressful moments, without needing perfection. So subscribe now and always be prepared, no matter who shows up by surprise at your door. And now we continue with a trick that's worth gold, especially when you really don't have more time. Trick 4. Floor lightening. Surface number 1. If you have little time and still want your house to look immediately clean, focus on the floor. Why? Simple. The floor is the largest visible surface in the environment and therefore the first to catch attention. If it's dirty with crumbs or full of hair, it doesn't matter if the rest shines. The environment will always look not completely clean. So here's your quick cleaning trick. First, get the vacuum or mop, whatever's more at hand. And no, you don't need to clean every corner perfectly. The goal is just to make the main areas visibly clean. From the hallway to the kitchen, around the sofa, in front of the dining table, and in the bathroom. All the places where your visitor will walk or look. If you have no time at all, use a handheld vacuum or adhesive roller for pet hair. Perfect for quickly eliminating visible dirt on carpets or laminate flooring. In emergency cases, even a damp cloth on your feet works. Simply clean by dancing through the house. It sounds silly, but works surprisingly well. What does this trick provide? Immediate freshness effect. The environment looks cared for, the air lighter, creating a sense of clarity and order. All this without intense cleaning action, especially important if you have animals or children, where visible dirt accumulates quickly. And this is exactly what guests see first. If you have wood or ceramic flooring, you can use a lightly scented cleaning product to leave a pleasant smell. Not too strong, but enough for your guest to think when entering. How fresh it is here. In summary, if you can only do one thing in 5 minutes, clean the floor, it's your best ally for an impression of organization. Trick 5. The towel switch, small gesture, big effect. Almost nothing looks as intimate and revealing as a used and wrinkled towel in the bathroom or kitchen. Even if it's not dirty, it looks like it is. And that's why this trick is so effective, because with a small movement, it causes a big effect. Change the towel. This doesn't take even 20 seconds. You go to the bathroom or kitchen, remove the used towel, preferably straight to the laundry basket, and in its place put a fresh towel, well folded or hung in an organized way. If you choose a light-colored one, or with a discreet pattern, the environment automatically looks more cared for. Why does this work so well? Because it sends a signal. Fresh towels mean care is taken regularly here. They look soft, inviting, and hygienic. Exactly what a guest expects when washing hands or cooking. Even better, if you have a small guest towel that you only put out when receiving someone, this looks especially thoughtful, as if you had planned, prepared, organized. An example, you don't have more time to perfectly clean the bathroom, but you hang a fresh and fragrant towel. Maybe place a small soap beside it, fold the toilet paper nicely. Just this is often enough for your guest to think, wow, everything here is clean and lovingly cared for. And it's not just good for the eyes, but also for the feeling. You yourself will notice how you perceive your house differently when these small details are in order. This makes you proud, relaxed, and shows you have control, even in stressful moments. So before rushing to tidy something else, go quickly and change the towel. You'll see how the effect is worth it. Trick 6. The scent distraction. Atmosphere instead of perfection. Your house isn't perfectly tidy. Still have a coat on the chair, some magazines on the table. No problem. If the environment smells good, eyes forgive much more. And that's exactly the principle of this trick. Use scent to create atmosphere and cover small imperfections. Why is this so effective? Because scent provokes immediate feeling. A fresh and pleasant smell immediately transmits the impression of cleanliness, calm, and care. And this is what your guest perceives often before even looking consciously. How to do this? Very simple. There are several quick options. If you have an aromatic candle, light it 10 minutes before the visitor arrives, preferably with a fresh and clear aroma like citrus, cotton, or lavender. Have a diffuser with essential oil. Perfect. A few drops of eucalyptus or orange work wonders. Don't have an air freshener at home? Then sometimes a small trick is enough. Pot on the stove, water inside, some lemon slices and a bit of cinnamon. Let it boil quickly. The smell spreads fast through the house and seems freshly cleaned. An air spray also works, but in moderation. Too much becomes artificial and invasive. Better to apply in a targeted way in the hallway or bathroom. What does this bring you? You divert focus. Even if not everything is perfectly clean, your visitor will unconsciously have the feeling, how pleasant, careful, friendly. And this is worth more than a dust-free shelf in the corner that no one would have noticed anyway. In summary, if you want your house to seem welcoming in a few seconds, take care of the right smell. The rest then almost seems to resolve itself. Trick 7. The hiding zones. Instant order. When the visitor is almost at the door and you still have clothes, toys, papers or bedding scattered around the house, you don't need a perfect solution. You need a quick one, and you find this in the so-called hiding zones. What does this mean? Use baskets, boxes, drawers, or simply closed furniture to make the mess invisible, at least temporarily. Imagine, in the living room there are scattered toys, magazines, and a half-open blanket on the floor. No time to organize, so get a nice basket or box, throw everything inside, lid on top or hidden under the sideboard. Done. It looks organized, and no one will look at what's inside. The closet also becomes your best friend now. If you still have documents on the dining table, shirts hanging on the bedroom chair, or shoes scattered in the hallway, put everything inside. Later, you can organize everything calmly. But now only the impression matters. Calm, tidy, structured. This is especially practical in the bathroom. Don't have time to store hygiene products organizedly? Put them quickly in a drawer or closed basket, and soon the surface looks free, clean and clear, and you gained 5 minutes. Why does this work? Because people don't evaluate how much work you invested. They only see what's visible, and closed surfaces transmit control. They create the feeling, here someone has order under control, and this applies even when you actually just intelligently diverted. Extra tip: have an emergency basket ready for these moments. A nice and resistant basket that swallows everything that's bothering at the moment. When you need it, you know, put everything inside, lid on top, and move on. So use your furniture as allies. They help create order in seconds, even if chaos is still sleeping underneath. Trick 8. The mirror trick. Double effect in seconds. Little effort, great effect. This perfectly describes this trick. The mirror is one of the most underestimated elements when it comes to shine and quick cleaning, because a clean and shiny mirror has 2 effects. First, it acts as a light source, makes the environment brighter, bigger, friendlier. And second, it's a direct signal of cleanliness. Fingerprints, toothpaste splashes or dust, they jump to the eyes immediately. The good news, cleaning a mirror takes only a minute, and the result is immediately visible. All you need is a damp microfiber cloth or paper towel and a bit of glass cleaner, or simply water with vinegar. Important, don't leave marks. If you don't have cleaning product at hand, even warm water with a bit of detergent works. Clean with circular movements or diagonal lines. This avoids streaks. Dry with a second clean cloth and the mirror shines like new. Especially in the bathroom and hallway, this completely changes the game, as there, the gaze frequently goes first when washing hands, getting dressed, taking a last look in the mirror before leaving. Another bonus: use the clean mirror strategically. If you place an aromatic candle or plant in front of it, it reflects the light and doubles the effect. Thus, your environment immediately becomes warmer and more elegant, without you having done much for it. Why is this trick so effective? Because it immediately suggests order. It not only makes your house look well cared for, but literally shine. And this with a small gesture that costs almost no time. So if nothing else works, clean the mirror. It alone can save the environment. Trick 9. The tray effect, controlled through staging. You know that feeling when you enter an elegantly decorated cafe or hotel where everything is in its place and still seems cozy? This is often due to a simple principle: staging through grouping. And this is exactly what you can apply at home when receiving surprise visits. The trick: use a tray as an organization helper. Why a tray? Very simple. It immediately creates structure. Instead of individual and scattered things on the table, dresser, or kitchen counter, you group them on a small decorative tray. Thus, everything looks intentionally placed, stylish, conscious, calm. An example: in the kitchen, you still have oil bottles, salt, pepper, sugar, coffee, all separate. Simply put them together on a small wooden or metal tray. It immediately looks like a well-thought arrangement and not like leftover mess. Or in the living room, an aromatic candle, a small book, a vase, together on a tray on the coffee table. And suddenly, the environment looks decorated and not disorganized. Also ideal for the hallway or bathroom, a small basket or tray with 2 rolled towels, a soap, and maybe a plant. And your guest already thinks, wow, How organized, how beautiful. And the best part, you didn't put anything away, just regrouped everything. What does this trick bring you? It immediately gives your environment order and style without you needing to buy something new or tidy for a long time. It shows you have love for details and makes everything seem planned and organized, and this in less than a minute. In summary, if you want your house to look organized and welcoming despite small chaos zones, then stage it. A tray is your best tool for this. You did it! And now you know. When someone announces a surprise visit, you don't need to panic, because with some targeted gestures, you can tidy your house in little time, so it looks like you're prepared for everything, without stress, without perfection. Whether it's the shiny mirror, fresh scent in the air, the effect of quickly shaken cushions, or chaos hidden in the emergency basket, now you have tools in your hands that really work. And the best part, they don't just apply to emergencies, but also in daily life to keep your house looking permanently well cared for. Remember, it's not about making everything perfect. It's about achieving great effects with small measures. And that's exactly what this channel exists for, to regularly offer you new, simple but brilliant tips that help you keep your house clean, organized and welcoming, even when life outside is chaotic. If you liked this video, then show me with a like and write in the comments which trick you liked most, or which you'll use first at your next surprise visit. And if you don't want to miss more ideas, then subscribe to the channel now and activate the bell to always be prepared, no matter who shows up by surprise at your door. So are you ready for your next surprise visit?